Hey, what's up everybody? Gonna have to delete that video where I'm saying that that's the end of my year finds, man. It ain't over yet. I'm still finding stuff. I took a trip to Havasu yesterday and scored big time, man. I found a particular Atari console that I did not have in my collection yet, and this thing polished up into a beautiful butterfly of death and darkness. As I got another thing to show you that I got with it, as it came in one of those video game centers, like what I got from my friend Jim. It's just this one's missing the plastic cover, but man, that thing, it's so freaking dirty. I got to take it apart tomorrow and haul it outside and hit it with a lawn hose. It's that dusty dirty. This thing had been sitting in a garage or whatever for a long time. But definite proof here not to pass up a retro system if it's really dirty, man. Look it over good, because sometimes that's all it is, man. It just needs to be cleaned up. As in this thing, once I clean the bottom half of it, it's going to look damn near mint condition, including the controllers, as I got both of the controllers that were made for this particular system. Anyways, since I had to watch this last night, as I knew I'd seen this in this particular movie for the system. If y'all haven't watched this yet, and you're game collectors, obviously you're one of them, you have to watch Revenge of the Nerds. And if you already have this movie, watch it again, or if you remember what I'm talking about here, you'll know what system I found. Anyways, towards the start of this movie, all the nerds and stuff get to pick their dorm rooms, and the jocks burn down their frat house. So naturally the nerds get kicked out of the dorm and the jocks move in, and the nerds end up being moved into the gymnasium. And while the roll call is going for each one of them, when it gets to the little kid, I believe that's Wormser, the system I found is the one that he's playing. And if only I could find the TV that he's playing it on, man, I'd sell that sucker and get a few more of these, as in, he's playing like on a freaking 1950s TV, man, really retro. But, playing one of these, and you just see a glimpse. I cannot remember, as in I kept getting interrupted, but, I don't know if they show it again in the, movie or not. They probably do, as in, trying to push sales on this one. But it's the only movie that I remember seeing it. So, some of you may know what I'm talking about in this movie. Some of you may have no fucking idea what I'm talking about, so bear with me, man. What I found is freaking sweet. I'll just make it easy and say it's Atari 2600 related. And, not that I'm disappointed at all, as in I'm very happy to have this. It's not a heavy sixer. I have not found one of them yet. All I got is light sixers. So anyways, the games. A lot of these I already have, but they're in pretty good shape. Copy of MASH. Good game. Good copy of Defender. Good copy of Asteroids. Cosmic Arc. Good copy of Missile Command. Not a bad copy of Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. I just got to glue the label down a little bit. It's starting to lift off. Good copy of Atlantis. Pop that in to show you that the system works. Good copy of Porky's. Firefighter. Good copy of Space Invaders. Not a horrible copy of Pac-Man. The end label's missing. Good copy of Centipede, minus the fucktard that originally owned this system used a label maker, as in the old school type that's the little plastic labels and stuck his initials on some of these games. So I gotta figure out how to remove it without destroying them, because he stuck it on the game label. Anyways, hopefully a good copy of Centipede, as in the actual game label is in good shape. Working copy of Laser Blast. Label's not really bad, but it's definitely getting discolored. This is one of the Mattel Electronics games for Atari that looks like the Intellivision cart with an extension on it. Anyways, this one is Armor Ambush. Pretty sure I didn't have that one. The Atari 2600 fucktard version of Donkey Kong. And if you have Intellivision, there's something worse. The game is fucking horrible. Another copy of Pac-Man, but not as good as the other copy of Pac-Man, but I got tons of copies of fucking Pac-Man. Copy of Miss Pac-Man. Not too horrible. The end label's got a tear on it. And then these other games, I got these over at Hospice resale store in Lake Havasu. A couple here for the Sega Master System. Great Football. Got that for $1. World Soccer, also for $1. And my nephew, grandnephew, man, he's 8. He loves freaking cars, so got him a Genesis. I didn't get him one, man. I gave him one of mine, as in one of my customs with a pile of games for Christmas, as in gotta train them while they're young. Anyways, this is Combat Cars, and I've never played this game myself, so I gotta check it out. Got that for him for $1. Also, got manuals for, I think, pretty much all but maybe one of these games. I did not get one, unfortunately, for Porky's, which would have been cool, but got some for games that I didn't have. Anyways, this is a little catalog for M Network, as in Mattel Electronics, just showing some of their games. An Atari catalog, 2600. Pac-Man. Yards of Revenge. Ah, shit. Hold on here. I was gonna get a camera for my computer, as in replace the one I got, but just spent the money on a new printer, as in don't buy Canon printers. They suck ass. This damn thing just fucking hates me. There, a little better. It was Pac-Man. Yards of Revenge. Asteroids. MASH. Laser Blast. Blackjack. Defender. Armor Ambush. Miss Pac-Man. Firefighter. Missile Command. Cosmic Arc. Donkey Kong. Video Pinball. These two are for Telegames, cartridge number 27, which had 2 games, Target Fun and Tank Plus. Centipede. And these last 3 books are Atari comic books. A couple of them for particular games, and one of them that is I believe, yeah, #1 of Atari Force, which unfortunately the last 3 pages are a little tore up here, but the cover's good enough to where I'm going to frame all 3 of these, man. They're fucking awesome. Especially this one. Got a little mini comic, just a short story for Yar's Revenge, the probably game with one of the video games like Limited or whatever. It's just the Quotile Ultimatum. Very cool artwork. As in, that's why I want to frame it, man. Very cool. And then this one is more kitted up, but it's by DC. A little bit more of a story. This is an actual comic book for Centipede. Nice artwork on both sides. And then the Atari Force just shows the characters on front running. Like I say, the back of it's chewed up, and couldn't find any of the comic books for the specific games or anything that were made, but I did find the Atari Force ones on eBay, and they seem to only get really pricey if you're getting a lot of them. As in, I don't know how long this went. I never even heard of these comics. As in, I didn't get them when I was a teenager. So, cool if you can find them. So anyways, let's see. I don't know if I can hold this up and show you or not. Right off the bat, whoever bought this might have gotten it at a garage sale back in the day or something, because it's really not made for the 2600. It does not fit all that good in it, as it's just a little bit different than the other one that I have that's made by the same company. Anyways, on the label it pretty much says the same thing. Video Game Center, and it's kind of got just a black outline around the outer edge of this sticker, which is in gold. The sticker on this is naturally tearing off, but what you gotta look for on this one is the front of it here. It's in the part that's facing you. There's a little area that kind of sticks out a little bit further, made for the area on a ColecoVision where you add on the expansion module 1 or whatever. As in, my ColecoVision fits in this beautifully, and that's what I'm going to use it for. Anyways, as you can see there, that's the area I'm talking about, and really, really nasty dirty. But it looks like it'll clean up really nice. Not beautiful, but nice to where to be usable. But man, just horrible dirty. And not as nasty, but damn close. Just picture in your mind, that was the before I put any soap and water on this thing. As in, it was pretty damn filthy on the system and controllers. But man, my mind is blown. This thing damn near looks mint condition. All I had to do is replace the RF cable on it, because somebody cut the end off. So I just took the RF out of one of my Ataris that needs to be worked on and put it on this. So, put the camera on hold here. Finally found myself an Atari Vader edition. As in the all black Atari. And I got the other controller taken apart to be cleaned. As in, I haven't started on them yet. That one's just a little dusty, but that is the original type of controller, man. Same type as the other Ataris, just no color on it other than the fire button. All black to match the system. And on the system, I just got to clean the bottom half, as in you can see some of the dust there still. As in, the dirt was just sunk into the plastic. as in all that is textured, but cleaned the top half, and as you can see, man, it is damn near mint condition. I think somebody cut that cord earlier in this thing's life, as in not recently, and it fucked up the system naturally, as in weakened the signal, and they just packed it away and never played it again. As in all the games were pretty dirty too. Anyways, on playing this, I'm gonna pop in a game here. And I always do it anyways, but I did go over all of the stitches. My brain's gone. All the switches. As in I always do that with these old Ataris, just to make sure all the contacts are good. And that I just hit up with my contact cleaner spray. But before I even replaced the cord, man, I hooked it up. As in they just had a RF adapter wired into it. Really crappily wired into it. And I got a good picture, but a lot of static in the sound. But man, as soon as I put that new cable on, it's not showing very good in this video here, but I'm getting a really, really sharp picture for RF on this thing. Nice and clear, and the sound's not bad either. I was a very happy guy. And that definitely proves there, which you are gazing upon, that just because it's nasty dirty, don't pass it up. I was expecting the inside of it to look as bad as the outside, but when I open this thing up, there is not a speck of rust anywhere on the motherboard. And it wasn't dirty, man. It was just the outside of it mostly. A little bit of dirt down the sides here on the inside, but the rest of it all clean. So they taken care of it, and like I say, just packed it away, and it ended up in somebody's garage here in Arizona, getting all dusty dirty. And yeah, definitely watch Revenge of the Nerds, if not to see one of these in action in a movie, but to watch a really funny movie, man. So I will catch you guys later. We're finally getting a little bit warmer weather here, as of now it's up into the 60s, so I'm probably going to hit my swap meet this weekend, so there may be more stuff to come, man, before New Year's. So later.